Have you ever heard an investor reach out on, say, Facebook, a Facebook group, and say, are there any investor-friendly realtors in the group? What does that mean? What does it mean to be an investor-friendly realtor or an investor-friendly real estate agent? From my perspective, it means someone who's willing to go the extra mile for an investor. They like to look at a lot of properties. They like to make sometimes lower end offers, but at the end of the day, they're going to close more deals with you than you could ever imagine over the course of your career in real estate. Another thing that comes to mind when people ask, what does it mean to be investor friendly? I would consider myself an investor friendly realtor. I am an investor myself, so I'm very well versed in how things work. I know the rental market very well. We've flipped houses. We have our own rental properties, and I work with a lot of investors. I manage properties, so I really know what that looks like from an investor standpoint. And when it comes to working with investors, I never compete with my clients. And I think that's very important for someone who considers themselves investor friendly, an investor friendly realtor, is to not be an investor yourself and compete with your clients. My husband doesn't like it very much because whenever a good property pops up on the market, his instinct is to say, let's go see that property. My instinct is to say, let me send it to my clients first, see if anybody wants it. If nobody is interested in it at this time, then we'll go take a look at it. So I never compete with my clients, and I think that has been a huge part of my success with working with investors. I would say I probably have maybe a dozen investors that I work with personally, off and on throughout the years, listing their properties for rent, helping them buy new properties, and even helping them sell their properties. Sometimes we list them and sometimes we don't. So when you think about investor friendly and you think about off-market properties, I'm not looking to potentially list every single property that my clients own. So if they tell me, Jenny, I want to unload a few properties this year, I'm going to get a list of those properties and I'm going to send them to the agents in the office. I'm going to see if they have any clients interested. I'm going to send them to my other investor clients to see if they have anyone interested. And I'm taking myself out of the equation and letting them just work with a buyer's agent if one of the agents in the office bring a buyer to that investor. So that's something else that I think is pretty important when you're working with investor clients, is to not always be thinking, oh, I'm going to sell this one and sell this one and sell this one. It's really about how resourceful you can be in the meantime when they might not necessarily want to list their property, but if they could sell a couple right now and just like real quietly, real quickly get it done, and you help facilitate that, I think that's very important too. So to me, that would be, in so many words, investor friendly, and what that means to be an investor friendly realtor, an investor friendly brokerage. We have numerous investors in our office, plus builders. So I think as a whole, collectively, if you're looking for an investor friendly agent, check out GL Realty Group. We have a lot of investors ourselves, and we work with a lot of investor clients, and I'm pretty sure that we would encapsulate everything that is the meaning of investor friendly.